based on what we've seen over the course of the last couple of months from these two teams, the different ways that they have been winning, if you were to make an argument about who has more momentum, if that even makes sense, Adam, who is it?
Well, again, if we're going to talk about picking the game and essentially critiquing the roster, I think the Eagles probably have the better roster. The Eagles have won 13 straight games that Jalen Hurts has finished. 13 straight. They steamrolled the Commanders last weekend, whereas the Chiefs seem to play a one-score game almost every week and find a way to prevail every week. So you can look at it easily and say, well, the Eagles have been the more impressive team. They have the better offensive line. They have a better defensive line. They've got better skill position players. But the Chiefs still have Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. And last I checked, that was a pretty unbeatable combination. And to me, it's amazing. The odds makers, Las Vegas, has established the Chiefs as a 1.5 point fit. 1.5. So Las Vegas seems a little less certain in the Chiefs than the rest of us right now.
My experience is when it's different than when the line set is different than what I anticipate, they know something that I don't know. And that scares me a little bit, I must say, but not enough to pick Philadelphia.
Hey, the guys, they have I don't know if I can say this or not, but they have dark magic on their side, and apparently all of the officiating crew, which is what Twitter says, what everybody says, but they also have the Swifties. So, I mean, if we're going off what's off the field, this is a lot of momentum there. But I will say, I'm leaning towards the Eagles, kind of what Adam said too. You know, I feel like they might be, in terms of betting, obviously they're the underdog, but it kind of, you feel that little underdog mentality again, just coming off the last Super Bowl. And Nick Sirianni got hit over the head with his Gatorade bath. So I don't know if that changed his thought process, if he's going to start yelling at the other team's fans instead of his own. But this is a good momentum shift for the Eagles. I really like it. Jalen Hurts was smoking a cigar in the locker room, looking like the fifth member of Boys to Men. This is going to be a great Super Bowl matchup. My energy is shifting toward Philly.
Leroy?
If you look at these two teams and as a running back, I would be more fearful of the Eagles defensive line, and I would love to run behind that Eagles offensive line. They are elite on both sides of the ball. However, it's something about Kansas City and how they win games. And I don't know how many times we've all sat in front of the TV and gone, how did they win that game? But when you start saying that for 7 years, maybe they know what they're doing. And this is not a short-term thing. This is not a thing where you look at somebody like the Washington Commanders and say, wow, they hit lightning in a bottle and they're hot right now. This team has been hot with different players along the defense and offensive line and the secondary at wide receiver. They have been consistent for 7 years. And I'm just going to make the assumption that they'll be successful again.